everyone. I am Snowbear. I will be subbing in as in commentary for this commentary. This is winners bracket round 1. We have Lord Bakura coming off as one of the top seeds versus Rob the Gamer, who finished off as a wild card seed. So this is either way. This is going to be a really good match. The card is fairly okay. It's not too bad. The guaranteed center goal is nice, assuming you get a status move, which is more than likely. Other than that, we seem to be we have the Everstone Goldberry, which is nominally a Saturday goal, and our races are off. We have Bakura doing the voice right. That's one of his journal, and Monday morning, of course, or maybe not Monday morning this time, since there is a day requirement generally. But that's fine. We have Rob setting it to. We both are setting it to Friday. To roll hard. Because of the different types of Pokeball, 5 different Pokeballs, very good. Other than that, they should be okay. I mean, they do have a lot of fight goals here with the National Park Trainers and the Swimmers and the random TMs. And our starters are Stewie-kun, Wooper, and Nidoran Male. Looks like Bakura is going with the Nidoran Male. Rob goes with the Stewie-kun. So Bakura went with the Nidoran Male for the evolve 4 different Pokemon. Rob chose the more solid overall main. There's also Poison Barb on the card, so it's not only for the clock rollover, it is also Poison Barb into contest. Either way, both of our runners have encountered the Kangaskhan. Bakura a little bit quicker through the movement with just a single counter. Unfortunately, Rob gets double counter on Route 29. It's really just really up in the air. Although Rob is going for that first item on the first pass, so that's gonna slow things down, but it will let him explore what's on the cart on the route a little bit more. A lot of people tend to pick it up on the second or third pass. And we have that'll be really good for Bakura. For that evolve 4 different types of Pokemon, or different Pokemon. Yeah. We do have the bike music off, so our ears are a little bit saved for the moment, unless you prefer the bike. Still struggling to find maybe something that's runnable, although having that Super Fang has been really nice for Bakura to just let him catch Pokemon with an easier chance. Although he does get First Blood now in that Nidoqueen, which is very good. And Rob makes it all the way to Route 30 now as well, join Bakura. Finds a Slowpoke. That's another good evolution, but holds it off. Today's mains are limited, so I wouldn't be surprised if our young heroes are going to scout out 46. And that Nidoqueen has Whirlwind, which could be potentially trolly if Rob finds it. I also didn't realize until then, that the Nidoran would have also made it a guaranteed Nidoqueen for Bakura. Rob just finds Pupitar, unfortunately not very helpful, as it does evolve at level 40 here. And Suicune with the stab water gun. I think it's just seems to be doing quite a number. As Rob is just headed back a little bit quicker through Route 30, but no problem. And the red-haired unknown folk just takes Bakura's wipes him out and says, "Get out of my way." His Suicune was not was more than a match than the three Pokemon he had. Was no match for Rob's Suicune, though. So the King of Sand shows up again, so I'm sure Bakura is very interested in this because it is a very runnable Pokemon potentially. Although is not showing very much potential right now, other than being annoying on. And Bakura says, "I've had enough of that." 2 non-damaging TM moves. I'm done here. Rob finds a Hoppip. That's a good evolve. Early evolve. But I'll have to avoid it. Purifying Rhydon. That's for a different card. It does find a Growlithe though. You know, that is one of the more runnable NFEs. And it's an easy evolution. It does catch it. You know, I'd run that. I'd run that to a Firestone. I actually would run that to the Firestone. Very good overall moveset. Bakura does love his Arcanine, but it seems like, I think, right now he's being in a serious mode, so he does want to make sure his options are, well, better. And with this, they each are going to get the Articuno. That's a flying type. And should be not only more runnable. Unfortunately, its moveset is lackluster. And Rob still hasn't picked up the item off of... Oh. Was that an energy powder or bright powder? I am intrigued. So Bakura does find the Farfetch'd in here, so if he wants another flying type, which I'm assuming he is, he's probably gonna catch it. So that's 2 flying types for Bakura. And Rob gets a Hitmonchan. That is a very runnable Farfetch'd. I wouldn't normally call Farfetch'd runnable, but it is very much runnable, and it does have a recoil move. Very good. I'll have to double check on what that was when I see the replay in a little bit. But very good. Ah, yes, high jump kick. Very good. That is a recoil move. And little bears here. Oh, please. No. Why? Alright, we have... Well then, we do have a Scyther there, which is potential. Squirtle. I think Rob was mostly trying to focus on the main rather than even thinking about early evolutions, so... which is fair. Scyther has Earthquake, Psybeam, Swords Dance. Ladies and gentlemen, Bakura has found his main. And he's on his way out. Swords Dance with Scyther and a physical move? You don't really need much more than that. Scyther is So Scyther's kind of weird for this kind of thing because a lot of people prefer running Scyther over Scizor because Scyther is faster. And that's really more support a lot of the time over specific attack stuff. Since I don't believe Scyther actually can attack upon evolution. So now that the first trainer is done, Bakura goes back to his higher level Scyther, the higher level, and goes to get youngster Joey's phone number. Today's just been the Swords Dance mirror matches, but of course, Scyther's a little bit better at that. Bakura for some extra experience, which is very reasonable. Fire Blast does not opt to learn it. That's fine. We have our we've been graced by the presence of Lord Swag Cargo today. And Bakura has swiftly dismantled any hopes of even catching it. Bakura does fight the bug catcher there. May not have been intentional, but it does have a phone number, and it is 4 pokes, which is some good experience early on. So you can just kind of make swift of the gym. When Max Hodenbook is on the card and you're looking to get a little bit of extra experience, I actually don't mind doing this play. It also gives you a lot of information as well. And yes, he does have an evolution in the Umbreon there. And Rob's just beelining for the level 9. We'll see what he has today. And just a Swinub. Shouldn't be a problem for the Suicune. Just a little bit of in the water. Although that reversal does come very close to dealing fatal damage to Rob, but no sweat. So Bakura does now catch the Swag Cargo. So I'll have to rename. He may want to rename it later, and perhaps grab some glasses as well. We do have the Fire Chicken here. That's another flying type. So Bakura is just really getting all the goals and all the information right here and now. That's a Spark Ray Cow. That's very scary. That actually can pose a very serious issue to Rob. And potentially Bakura, although I think Bakura should have an easier time since he's higher level and has Earthquake. So, if I'm counting correctly, that's Farfetch Scyther, Articuno Moltres. That's 4 flying types already for Bakura. He just needs 2 more. Actually, he would even get a 5th one with that Caterpie into Butterfree, along with the 2 other evolutions, so things are looking up for Bakura. Alright, so Rob, after that wipe, decides, you know what, I will also just deal with that phone book trade. Oh, that's the power of the rocks for that Swinub. But Bakura is able to one-shot it with a simple Sword Stance and Metal Claw combo. Icy Wind Parasect, not fun. But Bakura is still faster because Parasect is slow. Even with his speed being reduced a couple times. Although he's gonna be down for a nasty surprise in the Raid Cow. It seems like the Raikou has answers for everything, which is rather unfortunate. So he was cut off the first time, but I'm sure he's not going to be too thrown off now. I think what he just needs is not to get his speed reduced by that Parasect, and he should make short work of the Raikou. Unfortunately, he got his speed dropped twice. Hopefully, he has enough experience level to maybe not take a single hit, but doesn't take the chance. Very good. I like this play. Just making sure he can come in and sweep with his side there. Very good. Critical hit. Alright, so Rob is done to getting a little bit more extra experience going to the Sprout Tower. I don't think that's too bad of a play. And this seems to be just the speed reducing gym. Here, sir. I heard you like moving fast. Let me just slow you down a bit. Although, that seems to be maybe the worst that there is, as as Faulkner decides, I am not a flying type person, I am a grass type trainer. Stab Peck for Scyther though. Although, I'm sure Bakura is very much more happy with that Rock Slide TM he has now. Alright. And Rob learns Swift on level up, so now he can actually hit things on a consistent basis. Makes it through the scary Raikou. Today has just not been the day for both of our competitors, where they're getting status numerous amounts of time. Hopefully it slows. Hopefully that stops. Alright, so Bakura takes 1 encounter on Route 30. 2 encounters now. I guess he didn't repel. He does find a Chansey, which he's probably going to destroy for some extra experience. That's always appreciated. So Bakura gets the first phone number on this, so he has 3 phone numbers. Grabbing some of the extra items there. Quick Claw. Perhaps a little bit unnecessary, but that's fine. For his site there, since, well, it kind of already goes faster than everything else. And he gets the poison barb. So now Rob has an idea about how far behind he is from Bakura. It's not too big of a deal in this early game, but shows that Bakura's kind of had a better time through the first gym. And TM34 right away. Okay, so this will definitely make sure Bakura knows where it is. So, it's good to see it on the card. Unfortunately, it does give away where Bakura was, a little bit more specifically. But nonetheless, it is something that's useful. And that's a Park Ball. So, Bakura should be set on 5 different types of Pokeball now, so that's pretty good. Picking up that Park Ball means that he does not have to worry about necessarily either buying an Ultra Ball, or he could potentially avoid having to pick up the rollover day ball from Kurt. So that jump bluff is giving Suicune a lot more problems with the tech, and I think, was that Confuse Ray? Oh my gosh. Yeah, and Bakura did teach Rock Slide over Metal Claw. I didn't catch that earlier. So I'm skipping the other Funbook trainer on that route, but with him grabbing now the Poison Barb, that should indicate to Bakura how far behind Rob is. And I think Bakura is going to breathe a little bit easier knowing that he's got several minutes, head start on Rob, along with the goals. Don't know why Bakura had to switch out. Oh, he switched out because he wanted to catch that Hoodoo. That would be his 5th flying type at the moment. Another easy evolution. And when he evolves his either one, he will have the 6th flying type. So that's very much in his favor. He does not have to worry about catching any more of flying type Pokemon. And the trainer was being smart, switching out the Venonat into the Magneton to take that peck. Super effective attack. Unfortunately, Bakura still also has Earthquake, so it was still a problem. For the trainer, that is. Goes down, lickety split. No issue today. Let's see, 3rd Pokeball for Bakura. He is grabbing that white apricorn, which will make a heavy ball once the day roll is over. Bakura going for his standard right twin, rather than most people what they do is left twin. Gets another evolution information. Very good. This could help in his path. So right now the game's been sort of doing things okay, or has been pretty okay with that. Bakura might need to find another Pokemon to status the pseudo. We don't know how that's gonna turn out, but there's still many chances of finding not only a status move, but potentially even a Sudowoodo in the wild. And Rob also went right twin, very good. That is correct, though. So Rayo Chinchino does point out that Bakura does have poison gas on the Moltres, which could work as long as the Pokemon's neither steel nor poison type. But that's still that's still something. You probably would have to rely on quick claw strats as well. But yeah, Bakura has no problem with Bugsy. On today's Quaz, out of the way. I'm assuming Bakura deposited TM34. I didn't. I looked away for a little bit. But I don't see it in his inventory. After the race, I will ask him to double check. I will ask to double check. He handed the TM to the Moltres. Okay, interesting. The Moltres did have poison gas already, so it's amusing. And Rob gets through Bugsy. Every time I looked away and back, you know, suddenly Bugsy was down. Although I do believe Bugsy had a Umbreon or something like that on him. Yes, it is probably a good idea. Although I would probably deposit it in the PC. Bakura does go back for that phone number. It is his 5th phone number. He will need 3 more phone numbers overall, but it shouldn't be a problem since he's at least doing the trainers in the park, which will give him 1 more. And then there's 2 others here. He could even get Bill's phone number for free. So I think Bakura equipped the experience share to that Caterpie, which is very good because it'll give him start on the evolving. So that's 1 evolution for Bakura. He was trying to learn. Oh, he was trying to learn Sacred Fire. Okay, that's another possibility of a Pokemon. He has Fire Blast and Sacred Fire on that. Sacred Fire, of course, a little bit easier to get the Bryn on, because it is a 50-50 chance. Although, considering my luck, that's not even something you can count on. Yanma information is huge, because Bakura already. Okay, so he's just a switch strats, but Bakura is already planning on this row. So that sort of, as long as Yanma is obtainable, that should be not a big deal for him. I do like the switch strats here, to help out. Finds a Porygon too. Unfortunately, it is not a flying type. So no luck there. Alright, so 1 more level. Should be probably obtainable on this last trainer. So it'll be pretty big because Bakura will get at least 2 goals from that, and the phone number. Although, a Togepi starter is probably not enough experience to evolve that Metapod. He probably will have to switch it in later. Like, it brings up an interesting point about trying to get to evolve Swinub, but that's unfortunately not really a great idea, as it evolves in the late 30s, and that's generally something more difficult to obtain. If anything, Bakura might get his final evolution with his Scyther, as you generally get to about level 30 with your main. And that's about it. And he's not going for Rising Badge, so that should be okay today. So Bakura does get another Flying type, and he has defeated all 4 trainers. So, oh, Lovely Kiss. Oh, even better. So he's got Dynamic Punch, Lovely Kiss, the phone number. He should be marking the Flying types, but I will let him confirm that. I'm pretty sure he does, but this is, since he had 5 before, this is now his 6th one. That's 3 evolutions, and he actually doesn't even have to worry about a 4th one if he sticks with the Scyther. Pincer information is pretty big too. So that could also give him another column. So Bakura is sort of looking at this moment. Bottom left to top right, column 2, row 4, and column 5. He may be able to substitute in stuff, but yeah. So that should be Bakura's last phone number that he needs. Oh wait, no, he didn't fight the schoolboy. So it's okay. Let's pick up Kenya, which is a Dugtrio today, with Explosion. Takes off that TM, doesn't want to deal with it. Or the male, sorry, doesn't want to deal with it. He is gonna rename Swag Cargo. Very good. As is the stipulations. He must rename it to Swag Cargo and attach black glasses. Unfortunately, it gets a call inside in the house. Not very useful. But it looks like Bakura is just doing all his renamings. He's gonna probably name it Tahachi. That's one of his favorite pokes. So we do have them both fighting the gym trainer at the same time. Bakura actually is obviously having a little bit easier of a time with his very loaded moveset. Fuser Ganpole. Uh-oh. He is just gonna switch out. Shadow Ball. Ow. This Grand Bull is just... It's definitely playing for keeps today. So no fancy setup. Bakura just wants to deal with this. Rob powers through the confusion. Grand Bull gained the special defense jump on the Suicune, setting up for the Executor. Although, unfortunately, that is just a quick Aero Blast away. Executor with Ice Beam, though, doing a lot more damage to Bakura. Although, with the proper setup, a simple peck is enough to deal with it. And today's TM from Whitney is Common Punch. So we're gonna see how our runners set up for so Bakura can confirm he has Max Phone Book. He should also have the 6 flying types actually as well. So it is Bailey today, so Poison does work. Kenya with the Glare, does not get it on the first try, does get it on the second try. Good moves that be able to just always status. Both of our runners get the status suit of Widow very quickly. Wait, that Bayleaf had sleep talk? Guess Bakura will never know that it could have in fact attacked from the sleep. Alright. Rob does not deal very well with that Bayleaf, but that's okay. Bakura is confirming that he has 6 flying types. It's very good that he's knowledgeable about that. It is very important for the runners themselves to confirm it. So Rob's gonna be very happy to get this Surf. It's gonna be an upgrade over the water gun. Not today, Scyther, not today. No Destiny Bond for you today. So if you're wondering, this really shows the difference between with Rob's level versus Bakura's level. That although Bakura has done more trainers than Rob, you can see that Rob's level is lagging significant amount compared to Bakura, and that's because of the slower experience curve on Suicune. That's one unfortunate downsides of running a legendary Pokemon, is that they have a slower experience curve being set here. In Clubspin status, yes again. I feel like every time I turn to see Rob's battles, that his Suicune has some sort of status ailment. Be it poison, paralyze, who knows? Confusion as well. So Bakura does have his sort of path set out for the moment. Unfortunately, Suicune did pass away, but did get knocked out, but it shouldn't be a problem since he has that revival herb and used it. Bakura saving before the rival, very good. And Rob gets his Surf, which should allow his fights to go much smoother. Today's fight is going to be a bunch of Pokemon weak to Peck. Roaming time. I believe that was Zapdos, something, and Charmeleon. We'll get a listen when Rob finishes the battle. Is EV information for Bakura, so that's very good. If neither Umbreon nor Vaporeon are in good spots, he does have that option. Rival's Miltank giving Rob some problems, and Rob never taught Surf, so that's coming back to bite him a little bit. Luckily, Rob's relying on Water Gun rather than Aeroblast, as Water Gun is not very effective on Suicune. Although, Machop having Soft Boiled is very problematic. And he's all out of Aeroblasts. Alright, Kenya. Surely you can go first with a quick attack. Very good. Our hero, Kenya, coming to the rescue. I believe that was probably the second roamer. Was probably either Magikarp or something like an Ekans. So, Magikarp or Ekans, I believe. So I believe it was Zapdos, Magikarp / Ekans, and Charmeleon. I suppose we'll never know. For sure, though. To be honest, after hearing that Zapdos, I would definitely try to main switch. But Rob is pushing through. Hopefully he does teach Surf to the Suicune. Still forgets to teach it, unfortunately. But hopefully that'll remind him, because it'll be quite an upgrade over Water Gun. And Bakura is done with Morty. Very good. Did not catch what Morty's TM is, but not an issue. Bakura does move swiftly around the lass and fights the male folk fan. Indeed, you were. Don't worry, the stream's still going. Even if you join, there's still plenty of game. We're not even at the halfway mark yet. Maybe a little bit closer, because Bakura does have a lot of the elements needed for cleaning up. Does teach Surf. Very good. Bakura gets strength. That could be slapped onto his main. He is gonna go set up the lighthouse as Mineral Batch is on his path. And if he does luck into his Furcadabra least favorite goal, that could help him with getting that row 3 for him. Either way, Bakura is set, because he will be evolving his Scyther. Probably. It just needs 1 level now. And that would be his 4th evolution. Ah, yes, Powder Snow. Yes. So we have now upgraded. Oh, is it an upgrade? Scyther to Caesar. Does try to learn Splash. Not as helpful. And Strength to the Zoro Caesar. Upgrade over the Stab Pack. Or, the no longer Stab Pack, actually. Excuse me. a little bit of issues on the right there. So it seems to be just a little bit of hiccup on potentially my side. But Rob's stream is still going. No worries. We're still on the way. Bakura does deal with all of the lighthouse. Setting up for a simple trip. Considering all that Bakura's accomplished, his flight time, even though it's a little bit on the later general, it's going to be a few minutes later. He's pretty much set up for the rest of the game at this point. Yanma is very much obtainable, so he's got his path. It's going to be column 5. He is doing the swimmers though. Column 5, top, bottom left, the top right, row 4, and then he does have the information missing, perhaps the mischievous Murkrow information for row 1 / column 1, but it should be potentially obtainable. Raikou back. The dreaded Raikou for both of our players. Didn't realize that. So that's 3 swimmers for Bakura. Because he fought the first one. There. He fought the second one on the left. This is now the third one. Just trying to keep track in my head where he's got, how many swimmers he's done. It's very important, because we've had sometimes people not being miscounting it, which happens. So this is the 4th swimmer. Looks like a little bit of a frozen screen there for Bakura, unfortunately. But alright. So that's this 4th trainer. Unlucky call. And then there's 2 more here that should be quick fights. That's swimmers, and then 1 more. Alright. Bakura is very much getting set up for the end game. He is also buying time to be able to get that Everstone Gold Berry. I believe, since he does have Pinsir information, that column 2 is on his path. Slow being Bro being a little bit of a pain in the butt for Rob there. On that Pokemon. Or not Pokemon, sorry. The schoolboy, who does have a phone number. We have Shucky, the Magmar. Bakura making sure to stop into the center briefly, to make sure he doesn't wipe back before he has fly. Reasonable thing to do. So looking at this, Rob's path is a little bit less clear. I don't know, since he doesn't have the information on the recoil and he has not set up the evolutions. It might be a little bit of a struggle to see what he can do. But nonetheless, I think it's still potential. I mean, this is rando, anything can happen. He is teaching Suicune strength. Very good. Another more powerful physical move to help him deal with the bulky waters. And just an overall good move to have. So Bakura is now at Chuck. Once he has Fly, things will be much easier to get and should enable a quick and swift cleanup. Meanwhile, Rob is doing the setup for Mineral Badge. It is on his path. Alright, so Bakura gets Fly at the 103 mark, which is very solid considering all the extra moves he has, extra stuff he has done, so very respectable. So he is going to be flying on that spot cargo, very much approve. Probably just going to deal with Jasmine just right now. No reason not to. Plus, it's potential information on maybe Murkrow Mischievous to help him with a different path, or maybe for Kadabra, or really anything. And his Scizor is strong enough. Shouldn't be a problem. question is, does Bakura have an escape rope or dig, or is he going to the Falls of Shame? I believe he does have an escape rope since he's going to the pack. Although, it'll be forever a mystery. As he's ready at Jasmine. Information so far, although melting with seismic toss is a little bit frustrating. Doing consistent 30 damage each hit, and outspeeding Bakura, so requiring a little bit more healing than what he would prefer to do. And Bakura is done with Jasmine, so that is his mineral badge. Promptly marking it. Rob does find a Suicune out in the wild. Very good. Running low on balls, but hopefully he gets it. He does. Oh, and on the water here. That's really funny. Bakura did not... No, I didn't see that, so that's important. It even has Jump Kick, which is a recoil move. Wow. Very good for Rob. Bakura getting a bunch of stocking up on some supplies. Gonna head on over to the Shiny and the Super Nerd. I think, if I remember seeing correctly, that Yanma was in fact in, here. But he is nonetheless gonna be repelling. I mean, the chances of finding Yanma specifically are low, sort of low, considering the amount of rooms in here. And Bakura decides, you know, when throwing rocks just doesn't work, why not just move a boulder onto them? A little bit easier. He is remembering to buy that Slowpoke tail. Very good. It's been quite an issue in the past, lately, actually. So, good to see our runners remember, or at least Bakura remembering prior to defeating the Shiny and talking to Lance. That's a Meep Meep. I am sure Bakura is very much upset that that is the Shiny. And it's rather unfortunate that he has to catch it, but hey, he does save the text box where he is not in an animation where he's not affected by Sandstorm. Meep Meep has been acquired. And now comes the dexing of information. We have Pincer and Burn Tower, which isn't too bad. He did Dex Yanma earlier. I think it was Route 44. No. I do not remember where it was. Unfortunately. I'm not repelling through Ice Path, hoping to get a couple encounters. Very respectable. Ice Path tends to be generally pretty loaded. So, seeing a couple goals in here is normal. Or at least goals for the next card. For his next match. And Rob defeats Chuck. Alright, so he will be getting a Storm Badge, or he's getting the Storm Badge, he's gonna get Fly. Unfortunately, we sort of missed out some important stuff from Bakura, but with the small hiccup, but not a problem. Only seeing sleeping Snorlaxes, or I say relaxing Snorlaxes in the boulders. There seems to be a lot of these goals that could be on the card, just aren't today. Other than the encounters, very clean boulders from Bakura. Top tier movement always. He really works on his movement and it shows. Still no useful encounters in Ice Path. Rather unfortunate. We were asking why Bakura's been focusing and sort of getting prepared a lot of goals, so he has marked a bunch of his goals. Rob has not set up as many goals. But there's still time for the match to go on for Rob to get more goals as it is. Bakura is going for that swag cargo. Definitely gonna finish with style. And Suicune wins Slide Thrower. A little on the late side, unfortunately, but it's okay. Rob getting more phone numbers, very good. We'll want to max out his phone book. I don't believe there was anything specifically in here he wanted, but locking into a Flareon makes his path a little... I don't know if that necessarily helps his path, but it doesn't necessarily hinder his path, as that is one evolution out of 2. Both of our runners have a different evolution. Bakura getting off his bike so he can properly time the Black Glasses movement. Well, Bakura relies on the audio cues, so I'm sure the encounters threw him off a little bit, but either way, he cleanly gets the Black Glasses, very good. And is equipping him to swag cargo. He will take a screenshot of it. You can even hear it. on his audio. A little bit of swag style points there. Alright, so now Bakura is aiming for that pincer here in Burn Tower. It is using the... Because the dexterity beep does know it's on that first floor, which is very useful. Not sure what I was looking for on Route 36. Not quite sure what's going on necessarily, but I'm sure when the stream updates, we'll understand a little bit more what's going on. For those who are wondering, the timer is attached to one of the streams. I believe it is actually Rob's timer. So when his stream is frozen, the timer unfortunately does not progress. And Bakura finally does find the pincer. Oh. Alright, Rob's looking for something here. On 36. Okay, so Bakura gets the pincer. Just needs that Yanma Powder Swine. And his path is sort of set with the Everstone Goldberry from getting second or third place in the contest. Which may be a little bit difficult, but depending on what's in the contest. But I don't think it should be too much of a challenge for Bakura. I don't believe Bakura has information on either Mischievous nor Murkrow. He is picking up Bill's Poke, so that's a potential opportunity for it. It is neither, as it is a Machoke. Bakura, unfortunately, experiencing numerous times this race the downside of having max phone book, which is, unfortunately, to be called several times. Bakura realizes, yes, it is an Ilex Forest, not Route 34. Rob is fighting Jasmine right now. I'm not sure. I guess whatever he was trying to find on Route 30, he didn't quite find. Or 36, he didn't quite find. And Wow. The seismic toss on the mill tank, and of course the Eevee has Nightshade. Bakura checking the water first. Odds are that it's here with the greater chance of, well, it's easier to find if the slots were in the water, since it's a 60-30-10 for the sweet scenting the water, rather than the 20-20, 20-20, 15-15, 10-10-10 for the grass slots. Finds a Murkrow instead. Well then. It's even better. That just gives him 2 bingos right there. And Yanma Palestine finishes him off. So that's pretty huge. So Bakura doesn't even need to catch any other Pokemon. Doesn't even have to do the contest. Just needs to find that Yanma here. Or Sweet Scent, maybe? Nope, doesn't quite find it here. And he finds it. He has now caught it. And he has won the match. GG Bakura.
GG.
Very clean.
Oof. Was a bit of a rough run, not gonna lie. Oof.
Yeah. Although that Scyther really took you places.
Yeah, it became better. But man, that start with Spark Dio, Icy Wind, Parasect. Oh.
Yeah, no, that was.
Mine had Ancient Power. Oh.
Yeah, that was quite the 1-2 punch. GG Rob. Kind of rough for you as well. Both of you guys were kind of struggling for mains. Or is struggling at least the first gym with that Raycow.
Yeah, that was a little rough. I'm assuming he named this weekend as well, right?
No.
No? What did you name?
Okay, so I found a Farfetch with Earthquake, High Jump Kick, Thrash, and I was really going for it. But then I found Swords Dance, Earthquake, Metal Claw, Scyther, and I'm like, yeah, this is better.
Ooh,
Although I really wanted to go for the Farfetch if that Scyther didn't pop up.
I saw the Farfetch, I didn't see any of its moves though.
That's the thing.
You did find out Nidoqueen as well, which I think you probably showed us that had Whirlwind.
Yeah, I did have Whirlwind.
Oh my god.
But yeah, the whole run, I was like, I can't finish. I need one more Pokeball info to finish because I don't have Horsey Ponyta, I don't have Third Kadabra, I don't have Clefable Wigglytuff, I don't have Coughing Broom Mazubat, and I don't have Murkrow Misservice. So I'm like, I'm stuck here, and that Murkrow just helped me immensely.
Yeah,
no, it definitely did, because that was, I mean, without it,
I was about to radio strat. I was about to go radio strat.
You were going to do contest?
Yeah, after contest, I was about to do radio strats.
Did you ever for a second consider running that Growlithe? It had quite a moveset.
Yes, I did, and then I remembered, wait, I gave my rival a Suicune with Aeroblast and Water Gun. I don't think I can manage. But I did consider it, but because a rival had a Suicune, I chose not to.
Yeah.
But
so,
this
Rob,
was a rough run.
Yeah. But you managed to pick her.
Was the Nidoking or Nidoqueen on 30, I'm guessing?
Yeah,
yes.
Nidoqueen was on 30.
I figured it was on 30, I just never saw it. So you probably got like a 10%.
I took the Nidoran starter, and because Evolve 4 and the Nido is on the card. And then I found a Caterpie, and I'm like, okay, well, that's my Evolve 4. And then I found the Scyther and the Growlithe, and I'm like, I'm just gonna deposit the Nido, because I already have Nidoqueen, and I'll just use the Firestone that I found in Slowpoke Well.
There you go. Yeah, no, you lucked out in a lot of ways. I didn't see the Caterpie at all, so I was gonna just do Stone Evos. I was just on my way to Lake of Rage, and I knew where Eevee was, so that was gonna give me my second Eevee.
Can I just say this ROM is cursed? Like, absolutely cursed. Not only is the shiny Sunflora, where Pinsir is, both Hypno and Jinx are on the same floor.
Oh boy.
I was like, oh, this is where I lose my sanity, and then it luckily showed up.
Yeah. I will say, listening to you list off the Pokemon that you didn't have info on, I had info on Clefairy.
Did I have Clefairy?
Yeah, Clefairy was on 32.
I
think
Clefairy?
you didn't get that encounter, Bakura, I think.
Oh no, I did not.
Yeah,
No.
and then not that it mattered, but I hit an optional, I think it was, and it had Centric data. But
That's huge.
I spent 4 minutes looking for a level 5 Centric, and it never showed up.
Was that what you were looking for on Route 36?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
We didn't quite catch what that was.
I was looking for Centric because I was gonna give it the EXP share before I did Jasmine. But after like 2 minutes of looking, I was like, it's only a level 5. I don't know what level Centric evolves at, but I'm guessing
16.
it's around. Okay, I would have guessed around 17 or 18. So. But I was like, at this point, it's not worth it, because I knew it was going to be over soon anyway.
Yeah, but
I was looking it over, I was like, oh,
setup.
he only needs 2 goals. And I was like, wait, no, he only needs 1. Oh.
That miracle just helped me immensely. Else, I could have spent another 10-20 minutes by looking for things, because I just didn't have info.
Yeah, no, you
Like
looked up a lot of Pokemon goals, but I had no data.
Like, if I didn't find it, this was gonna be my path. Like this. I didn't have info on anything else. So I was planning on checking the Game Corner pokes, then Rocket Hideout, and then Radio Strat. It's the best I could have done. And even if I would have found, like, Coughing or Grimer or Clefable or Wigglytuff, it wouldn't have helped me.
Right.
Because I need... Yeah.
So where'd you luck out on the Murkrow?
Ilex. Yanma was in Ilex Forest, so I went to the water first to look for it, and Murkrow was in the water.
That's annoying, because it was in the water? Okay, that makes sense then.
Murkrow was in the water, but Yanma was on the ground, so I saw 2 slots in the water, and then I checked the ground.
That's annoying, because I didn't, what is it? I didn't repel the beginning of Alex Forest, but I just got Porygon 2, like, repeatedly, so I repelled.
I never saw P2 there.
Really? That was the only thing I saw. I was like, alright, I guess Alex Forest isn't gonna behave, I guess we'll just repel instead. Alright, sure. Nah, there were a couple of dumb mistakes I made, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with how I did, actually.
By the way, Snowbay, do you like I went out of my way to get black glasses?
We even heard the audio of your screenshot.
Yes.
Wait, why'd you get black glasses?
I found a Magcargo on 31, so I caught it, nicknamed it Swagcargo, and got the black glasses.
I've seen friggin' Magcargo this whole run. I feel like I battled like 7 Magcargo.
Oh, there were quite a lot of them, yeah. I saw a lot of Executors as well, I think.
Yeah. Well, the Executors were nice, because I could just Aero Blast.
They were not nice, they had Ice Beam. My Scyther didn't like that.
Oh, they had Ice Beam? Interesting. I just one-shot all of them, so I wouldn't know.
I had a rough time. Like, Whitney's, like, I want to set up, and then the first poke on Whitney, the Gramble, had, like, Confuse Ray and Rock Slide, something like... Oh, Shadow Ball. So I'm like, okay, I can't set up on that because it confuses me, and then the Executor says Ice Beam. So it was a rough time for a Scyther, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no, Ice Beam...
Rob, you were having a little bit of difficulties with, it was Bakura, you saw that one Pokemon on 29, what was it? There was something you were... Yeah, the Kangaskhan, and I just liked how you just noped out after I soft-boiled on you like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, it moonlighted on me. It showed me Focus Energy, Moonlight, and I'm like, okay, the 2 other moves can be good, and then it tried to Solar Beam me, and I'm like, nope. I've seen enough. Nope. Goodbye.
I didn't even bother checking the Kangaskhan. I was like,
I just didn't. I was at that point, like at the beginning of the ROM, I didn't find anything, and I was like, I want to run the Nidoran, but...
No, I chose the Suicune, but then I actually did a play I almost never do. This is the first time I ever did it, I went to 46. And I found Articuno, and I almost mained that. And then I saw Hitmonchan, and that had a really nice moveset, but then I ended up just maining the Suicune anyway, so...
Yeah.
The Suicune was nice.
Oh yeah, no, the Suicune... So, the weakness that I definitely still have in these is knowing what to main and knowing what moves are good and stuff. I misread the power of Egg Bomb and thought it said 40 power.
Oh.
No,
So
it is
I
100
thought-
power.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just 75
I
accuracy.
right. So I quickly reread that, and I was like, oh, actually, Suicune's definitely runnable. I was like, oh yeah, I can run this. Just don't miss.
But yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for the race. That was rough, but interesting.
Oh, it's definitely interesting.
It's okay. So Bakura, just know for the fact that it's okay. You didn't need to do that for a Kadabra goal. The handicap didn't work on you there.
You say that. Have you seen this cursed ROM?
Also, really dumb question. How is jump kick a recoil move?
If you miss, you hit yourself.
I thought that was only with high jump kick.
Nope, jump kick
You're
is
just with
well.
both.
Okay, alright. Because I was like, I don't think jump kick's a recoil move, but the document says it is, so okay.
Yeah, it's also in I believe in the description. It should be
Yeah, but I didn't
may
know
miss
how to
and
pull up
damage
the
the user.
description, so. I was like, I'll mark it off, and if someone unmarks it, then, I'll bring it up afterwards.
No, I was actually the only thing I was gonna do was probably mark Bakura's 6 flying types earlier, since we knew that he hit 6 at a
I
point
had
in
5
time.
in the well, and then the Butterfree evolved.
Yeah, flying types were just going into your lap right there. Didn't even need it.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how. You know what? I was surprised at how quickly you got the max phone book.
I think you cleared the
way
marker
faster than I expected.
Yeah, sorry, you did get the marker. Okay.
Yeah, he was messing around,
Yeah.
showing what he was going to do if he didn't get the marker.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't do this, and I didn't do these. Sorry.
That's what the board was like. When we
Yeah. It was just kind of rough.
it ended up really well done. Because, I mean, I was looking at you marking off the goals, and it wasn't until probably 20 minutes before you were done. Because there was a point where you had 7 goals more than me. And I still wasn't really worried. Because I was like, well, they're all goals that won't take long. I can, like, for example, like, defeat all trainers in National Park. I was like, I can just go back and do that whenever. But I was like, I doubt he has a road to victory. And then you start marking things off, and it's like, oh, maybe he does. And then as soon as you marked off the Murkrow goal, I was like,
Yeah, I just looked into that one.
Well, you know what? Sometimes that's all it comes down to is getting.
Yeah, that's bingo. That's bingo. I wonder if radio stretch would have helped me. But anyway, thanks for the race, Rob. I think someone wants to finish up.
Yes, so let's finish up. We have a race coming up in 20 minutes on SpeedGaming 3, and then my match coming up in about a little bit more than an hour. So thank you very much, both of you. It was quite a pleasure. And good luck, both of you, on your next matches. Bakura in the winner match, and Rob in the losers matches. And with that, we will see you later.
See
Bye.
ya.